Hey guys, long time no see. I feel like I haven't done a vlog. Well, I guess it's been like about a week and a half, but like for me filming it's been like 2 weeks. So anyway, I'm back. We're going to lunch with my friend today, and then we're going to the vintage market. I forget which one this is called. Magic City Vintage, maybe. I think we're going there. There's also a vintage store in Fort Lauderdale that we're going to go check out. So I'm going to bring you guys with me. My daughter is getting in the car in a second, so I'm not going to really film that. But I just wanted to start this vlog off and tell you what our plan is today. So, that being said, if you are new here, my name is Bram. I talk about all things fashion, luxury, lifestyle, shopping, and travel. In case those are things that are interesting to you, I would love it if you would hit subscribe and become a member of my growing YouTube family. And hit the notification bell to be notified when I upload videos, which is typically Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. And last but not least, I'm going to throw out my Instagram handle right here so that you can take a look and come follow me over there. All right, guys, I will be back when we get to lunch. Bye. Hey, guys. All right, so I'm back. I did not film at lunch. Sorry, I got carried away. Plus, between my friend has like a newborn, basically. She's like 2 months old, and Carol, who acts like a baby. It was like too crazy for me to do anything. I'm really not very good at that, apparently, but anyway, I just dropped my daughter back off. I am on my way. I'm gonna insert footage here now of the first thrift store that we went to. So this is I think it's called Thrift Shit, something like that. I don't know. But anyway, they're open every Saturday and Sunday, and they had some fun stuff. I picked up two things that you'll see in the clips, but I'll show you a few things actually, and I'll show you what I actually bought like at the end of this video, because we're not done yet. So we're gonna go to, it's called Magic Flea, I believe. It's a market. They hold a Sunday evening market, and it goes from like 3 to 8 on Saturdays and Sundays, or just Sundays? I forget also. I think just Sundays, if I'm not mistaken. Anyway, we're on our way there now. I'm going alone because, well, the good news is that Carol is home with my daughter, and that way, hopefully, I will have a better chance of actually filming things that are like, you'll be able to see that are filmed well. So that's our plan. And then I'm not sure what after that, but we'll start with that. So let's go there, and I will see you when we get there. We're driving now. We're about 15 minutes away or so. I don't know how parking looks or anything like that. So we got to go figure it out when we get there. But I'm excited to see this. I see footage of it all the time. I follow them on Instagram. I will put their information in the description. I see footage of it all the time, and it seems like fun. So the place that I just came from, it wasn't really, it's like a real thrift store, which I liked. It reminded me of like the thrift stores that I used to go to growing up. It wasn't, yeah, it was definitely more. They had a lot of 80s stuff in there, a lot of early 90s stuff, which I like. They had some 70s stuff. Some things were definitely worse for wear, but they did have a few cute things. There was definitely some early 2000s stuff. There was some like baby fat shorts and, you know, certain things or whatever. But they had some really good like jackets and some really good like Army Navy type of stuff, which I love. Like, that's my favorite thing, I think. And it sparked a memory when I was looking around there. That was my favorite thing to thrift when I was in my like thrifting phase back in like, I don't know, when I was like 13 or 14, I guess. And we used to always go to like the Army Navy store get stuff, and then the thrift store would have like a bunch of like old Army stuff, and they had some good stuff. They had some good stuff there that was like some good Army Navy stuff. Anyway, what else? That's it. So yeah, so that stuff was, and that was actually really good prices. I was pleasantly surprised because so far my experience is that thrifting nowadays, besides like when I went to when we went to the Goodwill, but that was like, I told you guys, that was all like Fashion Nova, Zara, H&M, like, and it was cheap. It was cheaper because it was like $5, $7, whatever, but it was a lot of like crap stuff. This was way better. This was like a real thrift store. I mean, obviously everything wasn't great, but they had like old 1970s like leather jackets. They had some old Polo Sport. They had way better stuff. Yes, it was more expensive, but not crazy. Like, it was definitely worth it. The prices that they were charging was not Goodwill prices, but it was more in line with the prices that I remember things being when I used to thrift back in the day. And I think it was worth it for most of the stuff was worth it. I actually didn't think their Polo Sport stuff was worth it, just because it was super worn, and yeah, for not much more I could go get myself, or like on Depop or wherever, they have a lot of Polo Sport for way less. And it just, the jacket that they had wasn't as, like, if I'm gonna buy used Polo Sport, it's gonna be like one of the special, you know, they used to do a lot of like the ski stuff or the surf stuff. There was a lot of different like specific racing. There was specific designs that back then were like really good and really like exclusive, and everybody wanted them. And what they had that I saw today was just it was just basic Polo Sport, and it was too expensive for used Polo Sport, because for $100 more I can go get myself a brand new one, you know. Anyway, I'll go over all that at the end, but I'm going to insert the clips now so you can see what the place looked like. It was like in like a little, like, almost like a garage, I think it was, but it was cool. Anyway, so yeah, so let's get to the other place now. From what I've seen, this place that we're going to now, the Magic City Flea, has more like designer type of stuff. So we'll see what we can find. We'll see if anything good is there. We'll see if the prices are good. I don't know anything about this, but let's go check it out. All right, I'll see you in there. I'll see you guys in there. Alright guys, we are just walking out of the vintage place right now. It is so hot outside. I'm like dripping, so it was really hard to like want to stand and look. I think that this is a better activity for the winter, honestly. So I'm like soaking wet, and I couldn't keep looking. So anyway, I'll show you what I got when we get back to the house. All right, we're in the car. We're safe in the car. I'm sitting here with the AC on for a second before I go. So I figured that we would talk. So, oh my God, I'm so hot. It is so hot out there. It is 88, but humidity has to be at like 100 and a million% because I am like schwitzing so bad. Whew. So that was fun. I think it's somewhere that you want to go for sure when it is winter, because like winter out here is perfect. Summertime is a mess. I'm glad I didn't bring Carol because that would have been a mess. It was packed. So it definitely gets packed over there. It's definitely like a popular area. It goes until 8. And there was a lot of Coach. Honestly, there was a lot of vintage Coach. I didn't ask prices in most places, only like when I I saw some tags. It seemed like it was relatively decently priced, which is nice because, like I said before, like it seems like a lot of the vintage market in general, because it's so popular, the prices are like through the roof for things that shouldn't be expensive. But I ended up getting 2 things from here, and then I got 2 things from the other vintage place. So all in all, we did really good today, and we spent, actually the first place, I'll tell you, when I show you the stuff, I'll tell you the prices as we go, because I think that we did pretty good, especially because one of the things that I got myself, because I got my daughter a pair of jeans, a pair of antique jeans, if anybody remembers those from the early 2000s. I got myself something that I have been wanting and looking for online, like on Depop and like eBay and stuff, and the prices on there is way more expensive than what the guy charged me for the one that I actually got, and it was exactly the same thing that I was looking for. So anyway, I think I did pretty good. I'm pretty proud of myself, honestly. I am going to, I think, head home now. I'm kind of like in the mood to stay out, but I'm so hot and I don't want to spend any more money, honestly. I think that we did like really, really good, and I don't want to risk that. My hair is like all clumpy because it's like soaking wet, so oh my God, I'm so hot. It's so hot. Okay. Anyway, that was fun, but definitely someplace like down here, there's not really a breeze. So the reason that I love like Miami Beach in general is because yes, it's hot, but because you're on like water in all directions, you get a nice breeze. So even though it's hot, it feels like good. It's like a tropical hot, you know? Whereas over here, we're like downtown Miami right now. And so it reminds me more of the heat like in New York, for example, in like August in New York, because it's super humid, very, very hot. And then there's high buildings everywhere and it's all concrete. So it just like sucks up the heat and retains it, and you just like sweat your ass off. And that's what it feels like down here. So it's not the most comfortable walking around, although I should come over here more often, because it seems like the things that I like about New York, where like you can turn down any block and things are happening, it feels like they're trying to do that here. It'll never be on the level of New York, in my opinion, just because New York has been around forever, and like there is like little streets off of streets off of streets. Then you like can turn this way, and especially like downtown, you can turn into different areas and like find yourself in a whole other world that you never even knew was there, even though you've been living there your whole life or whatever. Over here, it's not as like exciting as that, but I walked into, I found a noodle place like randomly in, I have footage, I'm gonna put it in there, like in the back of like the lobby of a building, like a random building. So like stuff like that I love, which is one of the reasons I'm like dying to go to Japan, because from everybody's vlogs it looks like that's kind of what it is over there, like just like you turn in every direction and there's just like things there. So anyway, I didn't get noodles, I ended up just getting a Coke just because I'm hot, and it didn't look like the best menu, quite honestly. So that's it. I think we're gonna go, I don't know if we're gonna go home or not. Anyway, we're gonna start driving somewhere. I'm gonna start driving towards home, and we'll see if we end up there. If we don't, then I will take you to the next stop. If we do, then when we get home, I will show you guys all the stuff I got. I'm excited to show you. All right, okay, I'll see you in a little while. Alright guys, I obviously went and got sushi before I go home. My daughter wasn't answering me and I thought she was sleeping, so I figured I might as well go and like relax for a minute. Plus when I'm home and I'm eating anything, I feel like it's like I'm eating and I'm feeding Carol at the same time, because she doesn't eat unless I'm eating, and it just becomes like a whole thing. It's not like a relaxing experience. So anyway, I ate by myself, which I actually love. I love eating by myself, and I love going out to like lunch or dinner by myself. I always have, and I'm happy to be back in a place, I think I've talked about this before, I'm happy to be back in a place where it's not weird for somebody to eat by themselves, because I felt like when I was in Arizona and when I've traveled to California like for work by myself, and I've eaten by myself in those places, like people almost feel sorry for you that you're by yourself, whereas nobody cares in New York. Everybody eats by themselves. It's not even a thing. And here I feel like it's like that as well. You don't see as many people eating by themselves here as you do in New York, but people don't look at you like something's wrong with you if you're eating by yourself, where I feel like that's a very West Coast thing, where you just don't eat by yourself. It's weird to eat by yourself, and people feel sorry for you when you're out by yourself, and it's very weird to me that that is how they react to that. But I don't know, if you're from that side of the country, tell me if that's a thing, because I felt like that, and everybody that I spoke to in Arizona was like, yeah, it's like that out here. Or anybody that I've met from California like has confirmed my suspicions that they feel that it's not a place where you're comfortable to just like go out. Well, maybe you're comfortable to go out by yourself, but like it's not a thing that people really do very often, or like most people do. So yeah, let me know. Anyway, I guess I'm done for the day. I am going to go home, and I am going to show you guys what I got today, because I got some good stuff. I think that I did really, really good. I think this was a very good thrifting day. I feel good about it. So when we get home, I'm going to show you that, and then we'll probably end it there, honestly, because I'd like to post this up for tomorrow. So I think I'm not going to drag you through a bunch of days. I'll start another vlog and we'll do that. But I think for right now, we're going to finish this off and post it. What is this person doing? Okay. Anyway. All right, guys. I'll see you in a second when we get upstairs. Okay, guys. We're home, and I'm going to show you what I got, because I think, like I said, I think I did good. Let me adjust you a little bit. I don't know. Hopefully this works. Okay. So first thing, I got my daughter these. They're antique denim, if anybody remembers that from the early 2000s. and the back is, they're cool. I hope she likes them. I like them. I wish they were my size. And I did really well. So first thing I got, because I'm obsessed with Coke, you probably see Coke in like all my videos. It's ridiculous. But I got this, I'm gonna get everything dry cleaned, I think. This is like a little silk bomber. Hang on, let's move back. Oh, let's see, hold on. So you saw me try that one on. So we got that. It's very lightweight, so it's definitely good for Florida, like winter, not necessarily summer. The funny thing is I got 3 jackets, and I live in the hottest place on earth. Well, yeah, maybe. Okay, next one I got is I got myself a members only jacket. I love this one. Again, nice and lightweight. I love a jacket. And so I like the cut on this. It's just a little members only sign there, but I liked the blue. I liked the whole thing. So we're gonna bring this in and get this also dry cleaned, just because I don't want to iron anything. So I feel like dry cleaning is the best option. And this is the best piece. I have been looking for this on like Depop, eBay, Poshmark, and the prices have gone up like incredibly. So I'm glad that I did that, because I was looking at like extra large on eBay and Depop and Poshmark and whatever, and I'm a medium, so I'm glad I tried on the extra large in the M&M's version, and it was humongous. So I got this. Oh my God. Perfect early 2000s. I love it. It's the Good Wrench one. It has all of the different patches, and that's the back. So this is definitely good for either New York or winter out here, like the coldest day possible of the year out here. But yeah, I am excited about that. I was looking at like leather ones online also, but I feel like they want too much, like the Vanson ones. And honestly, I don't need a leather coat out here. So this one's in pretty good condition. It has like a little ripping, but it doesn't really bother me. Anyway, yeah. So I'm happy about that. I feel like this is definitely, oh, the cat's throwing up. Did you guys hear that? It never ends with him. Anyway, all right, so that was everything that I got, and that's it. So I think we're gonna end the vlog here. I'm gonna put this up for tomorrow, and yeah. If it wasn't so hot, I would have done a better job in the flea market. I feel like maybe we'll try to go again next week. They did have like, there was like 1 or 2 places with actual like designer items. Most of it I felt like was Coach. The videos that I saw online were all like designer stuff, and I don't feel like that was the case. I feel like I only really found like one tent that was fully designer items, and I showed you guys that. They had some shoes and stuff too, but like not amazing stuff. Everything was like very, very worn in, and some of the, like they had some like Louis Vuitton, like the Papillons, which I have actually been interested in buying. Maybe in the Vernice though, so I think that is, it's called something else. I think it's called the Bedford in the Vernice. But I felt like, I don't know when they introduced the Papillon, and if they have versions that were not in like the vachetta, like they had 3, and I felt like the one with the best coloring on the vachetta didn't look like vachetta to me. And so I'm sort of concerned in a place like that, that the items are not going to be authentic. So really based on price, like it has to make sense. If the price is too high and it's not a guarantee, then it doesn't make any sense. So I don't know, but they had that really cool the Gucci bag that was the anniversary bag. I showed that to you guys. I remember when that bag came out, so I did like that bag. But honestly, there was a lot of people in there and I was already like sweating my ass off, and I had already gotten really what I came for, because when I was in the first place, I was looking at to see if they had like the motorcycle jackets, and they didn't. So when I found the tent with those, and I put in a picture for you guys, he had like 1 million of them. Like I felt like, okay, like this is what I came for, and I'm leaving with it, and that's perfect. So I didn't really want to go too crazy because I have my incredible bag that will be here in a few weeks, and I'm like putting all of any extra money that I have is going towards that bag, because I told you guys I sold a whole bunch of stuff to Fashion File in order to get that bag. And so I'm not really interested in purchasing anything else until that one is here, I don't think. And if I do, like, it has to be like incredible, because otherwise it's just not worth it. So I didn't even ask them how much it was or whatever, but at some point I'd like to go back, maybe next weekend, maybe the weekend after, maybe in winter when it's cooler, but we'll go back at some point and get like better footage and like just look at more of the place. All right, guys, that is it for today, I think. So I will see you guys in the next one. Today should be Monday when you're watching this, so I'll see you guys on Wednesday. If you have made it this far, I appreciate you. Definitely, if you haven't already subscribed and you enjoyed this, please subscribe. Also, like, comment, share, all the things. And last but not least, I'm going to leave my Instagram handle here, just in case you haven't followed me over there yet. And I'm gonna leave another video here, just in case you haven't seen it, but you want to. All right, guys, I will see you guys on Wednesday. Bye.